host Sky komiskyTV. So today we want to talk about the upcoming FIFA World Cup 26. You've been following my channel. I've been dropping about few video content and speculation of what the FIFA World Cup will look like. A lot of concern have been driven to Cristiano Ronaldo. That is, Portugal has never won a FIFA World Cup before. So as a concerned fan, of Cristiano Ronaldo, I really think a chance will be given to Cristiano Ronaldo to win the FIFA World Cup before his retirement age. Okay, in football. So diving down into the FIFA World Cup coming up 2026. The FIFA World Cup, Marcus FIFA World Cup 26 will be the 23rd FIFA World Cup, the quadrennial international men's soccer champion contested by the national um, teams of the member association of FIFA. Okay, the tournament will take place from July 11 to from the tournament will take place from June 11 till July 2026. It will be jointly hosted by 16 cities in three North American countries. Okay, so the main host country of the matches is the United States, while the Canada and Mexico will be the auxiliary host. The tournament will be the first to be hosted by three nations. Oh man, it's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fantastic. So we just have to put Portugal. We just have to put Cristiano Ronaldo on the spotlight in this coming FIFA World Cup 2026. I don't know how possible that could be. I don't know how possible if I will actually grant Cristiano Ronaldo that honor, that respect as the greatest player of all time. Okay, to allow him carry the to win the FIFA World Cup 2026. It will be a great honor to him, not just to him, but to Portugal as a nation. It will be a great honor, and the Sierra Sound so much. I'm happy with FIFA. Okay, so let's dive down. This tournament will be the first to include 48 teams, extended from 32. The United 2026 beat a rival beat by Morocco during a final vote of the 68th FIFA Congress in Moscow. It will be the first World Cup since 2002 to be hosted by more than one nation, with it past hosting of the 1970 and 1986 tournaments. Mexico will be Mexico will become the first country to host or co-host the Men's World Cup through the Men's World Cup three times. The United States last hosted the Men's World Cup in 1994, whereas it will be Canada's first time hosting or hosting the men's tournament. The event will also return to the traditional Northern Hemisphere summer schedule after 2022 World Cup in Qatar was held in November and December. Okay, I believe a lot of people have dropped comments on this particular post about the coming FIFA World Cup. So we'd like to go into the comments as we progress in the live show. Okay, so starting with this edition, the FIFA World Cup expanded to 48 teams and an increase of 16 from the previous seven tournaments. The teams will be split into 12 groups of four teams, with the top two of each group, the eight best third place teams, progressing to a new round of 32, as approved by the as approved by the FIFA Council on March 14, 2023. This is said to be the first expansion and format change since 1998. Okay, so FIFA has been maintaining this format that is just about to change, okay, since 1988. So this is going to be the first time on FIFA making changes to this format, okay. So the total number of games played will increase from 46 to 106. Sorry, will increase from 106 to 104, and the number of games played by the teams reaching the final four will increase from 7 to 8. The tournament will last 39 days. Okay, the tournament will last for 39 days, an increase from 32 days of the 2024 and 2018 tournaments. Okay, so each team will still play three group matches. Okay, I think that's usual. That has been the format right from inception. Okay, so three each team will still play three group matches. Okay, before you qualify for another level. Okay, the final match there at club level. Four players named in the final squad is May 2024. Okay, let's pick that again. The final match there at the club level for players named in the final squad is May 2024, May 24, 2026. Clubs have to release their players by May. Okay, so let me explain this very well after reading it to the end. Okay, the final match there at club level for players named in the final squad is May 24, 2026. Club has to release their players by May 25, with exception granted to players participating in continental club competition finals up until May 30. The 56 days of this combined rest, release and tournaments periods remains identical to 2010 and 2010 and 2014 and 2018 tournaments. So I think this note is sent to all club side managers, okay, because they really have to release their team members, you understand, ahead of this tournament, ahead of the FIFA tournament, so that they could also partake in, national team training before the main match, you understand, will begin. So this is it. Yes, they really have to release their members ahead of time. Any member that would partake in the FIFA World Cup has to be released on time, okay, so that he can participate in the FIFA training exercise. Okay. Critics of the letter. So okay, what was this? Critics of the letter. So as the format. Okay, so let's look at the host selection. So we have talked about the previous format. Okay, now we are looking at the host selection. Okay, so the former council went back and forth between 2013 and 2017 on limitations within hosting rotation based on the continental confederations. Originally, it was said that bids to be host will not be allowed from countries belonging to a confederation that hosted the two preceding tournaments. It was temporarily changed to only prohibit countries belonging to the confederation that hosted the previous World Cup from bidding to tournament before the rule was changed back to its raw state of two World Cups. Okay. The FIFA Council made an exception to potentially grant eligibility to member associations of the Confederation to last host of the FIFA World Cup in the event that none of the received bids fulfill the strict technical and financial requirements. In March 2017, FIFA President Gianni Infantino confirmed that the Hero UEFA and Asia AFC are excluded from the bidding following the selection of Russia and Qatar in 2018 and 2022 respectively. Therefore, the 2026 World Cup to be hosted by one of the remaining four confederation CO CONCACF. North American last hosted in 1994, and that's CAF. African last hosted in 2010, that's CONMEBOL. And South American last hosted in 2024, or OFC. Ocean never hosted before, or potentially by UEFA in case no bid from the host, in case no bid from those four hosts met the requirements. Okay, so voting, voting. The voting took place on June 13, 2018 during the 68th FIFA Congress in Moscow, and it was open to all 203 eligible members. The United bid won with 134 valid ballots, while the Morocco received 65 valid ballots. Iran voted for the option none of the bids, while Cuba and Slovenia and Spain abstained from. Ghana was suspended by FIFA due to a corruption scandal and was therefore ineligible to vote. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in a very short while. So you will see the reason. You will see why this also has to turn up this way. A lot has actually happened. So let's look at this tabular form. Okay. Due to FIFA rules on stadium sponsorship, the venues will be used alternative names for the duration of the tournament given here in parentheses. Okay, so City Mexico definitely will change. City Mexico, Estadio Banolet. Okay, I think that's the stadium name. And then A Plus Donate, a stadium used for previous Men's World Cup tournaments. A Plus Donate an indoor stadium with a fixed or retractable roof with interior climate control. Okay, so let's look at it. Which you can share my screen. Okay, if you look at the stadium, very wide, very nice, very clean. The aesthetic and everything, and the serene is so cool. And this is Mexico Stadium. Okay, Exedio Banotet, and the capacity here is 83,523. Okay, people can be contained in this stadium. And then you look at the New York, New Jersey Stadium, that the MetLife Stadium has a capacity to host 82,500 viewers, people. And then you look at the Dallas, that's the AT&T Stadium, at the 800,000 capacity. No, not 800. This is 80,000 capacity. Okay, so it's huge. And then the Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium have the capacity of 76,416. This thing, okay? And the Austin Stadium, known as NRG Stadium, have capacity to accommodate 72,220 people. And the Atlanta knows that the Mercedes-Benz Stadium have the capacity to host about 71,000 people. Okay, and then the Los Angeles has the capacity to host about 70,420 people. And then you look at the Lumen Field. City Lumen Field has the capacity to host about 68,740 people. Okay, San Francisco Bay Area, that's the Leverage Stadium, has the capacity to host about 68,500 people. And then what next? Philadelphia. Okay, Philadelphia has the capacity to host about 67,594 people. And then Miami, okay, Miami, known as the Hard Rock Stadium, has the capacity to host about 64,767 people. And then Boston Gillette Stadium has the capacity to host about 64,628 people. And then we have the Van, Vancouver BC Place Plus have the capacity to host 54,500 people. And then we look at the Monterrey, that's Estadio BBVA Stadium, has the capacity to host about 53,500 people. And then we look at Guadalajara. Okay, let's look at the stadium name. Estadio Akron has the capacity to host 49,811 people. And then Toronto, this is owned by Toronto BMO Field. This is the smallest stadium so far. Had the capacity to host 28,180 people. Team base camps. Okay.